So, Echo, speaking of doing the right thing,
Sure.
maybe you could give us some ideas on how we can, continue down the right path doing what we know we're supposed to do.
Sure. The part where you said, you're less likely to raise any questions, or you're more likely to turn a blind eye when you're winning. Remember when you said that part?
Yes, I did say that.
Like on the UFC Boiler Room.
Am I wrong?
That? No, you're right.
Oh,
you ever
yeah,
seen
Boiler
that?
Room.
Boiler
Boiler Room, yeah.
Yeah, so the guys, there's a part where he's they're waiting to go to a party, or I don't know, something. They're selling stocks, right? And they're like garbage stocks or whatever.
They're inflating them.
Yeah, they're like, all this stuff. So
pump and dump.
Yeah. And so they're in the car going to some party, and he's like, hey, who was it? Giovanni, whatever the actors' names are. He's like, hey, he goes, do you ever wonder how we get these big commissions on these, and he's like, that's the wrong question to ask, And he's like, wait, what do you mean? He's like, just don't ask that question. Basically, he said, don't ask that question. He goes, don't you like the way things are going? He's like, yeah, but I do. But don't you ever wonder? He's like, no, I like being a millionaire. Same exact thing. When you're winning, it's easy to turn the blind eye,
Good point.
Yeah, man. So, I guess that can apply to
well,
a lot
yeah,
of stuff.
it's interesting that you point that out, and I think that, like on a personal level, right? Let's say you're doing really good.
Yeah.
Then it can be tricky for people to do the right thing too, because that's why we see like these celebrity, like movie stars or celebrity athletes or whatever. Man, they do some dumb stuff, right? They do some dumb stuff because they're winning. They're thinking they're good. They can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
They make the wrong choice.
Yeah,
and then they're on the evening news doing dumb stuff. That ruins them.
Yeah.
Puts them in their own personal Stalingrad. Puts them in hell.
Yeah. Even with money too, like, and celebrity types and, athletes who even just people who get a good job or their business blows up or whatever.
I guess any type of winning we could look at.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you're necessarily doing the right thing. It can be harder. My point is, and I think you're saying the same thing.
Yes.
It can be harder.
Yeah.
To do the right thing when you're winning because you just think you're good to go. You get arrogant.
Yeah. Let's not put brakes on this train here. Just let it all fly, kind of thing.
Yeah,
and then when the train kind of loses momentum, meanwhile, all those things that you've been ignoring, they're still there. Hey, look at your empty bank account. You spent all that money you're supposed to keep. Before you made money, you were budgeting, right? You're budgeting. You're surviving. You're budgeting. You're doing good. You started making all this money. You started spending all this money. When the money stopped coming in, your budget is gone. I'm just saying that's what happens. Sometimes it can't happen. Yeah. Also, pay now or pay later. I remember that one. That was a good one that you said.
Yeah. Did I say that?
Yeah. Pay now or pay later. I think we're talking about like working out or something.
Oh yeah. I didn't say it today though.
No, not today.
In the past, pay now or pay later for sure.
Stuck with me. Nonetheless, support. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Good way to avoid going down your personal. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. Nonetheless, if you're in the mood to support,
you don't want to end up in your own personal Stalingrad.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know why supporting would like prevent that.
Well, you're.
We'd be reaching pretty deep for. But nonetheless,
normally you don't have any aversions to reaching deep. You were reaching deep today.
This one is too much.
Stalingrad training day.
No, those were conceptually they were the same thing. They were. I know the compare. It's most of these like lessons. I feel like they're kind of everywhere. You know?
Of course.
And you talk about these heavy wars and heavy like events, and then in my mind I'm thinking
training day.
But the idea is still it's the same.
I think there's people out there in various states of mind.
Sure.
And I think that, your perspective helps them maybe see some of what I'm saying, because maybe I'm hitting them from the wrong angle. So, you're coming in from training day and movies and hey, man.
Yeah, actually, and come to think about it, these concepts right here today, when you're saying, when it's going, we'll take, for example, when it's going good, it's easy to turn a blind eye. Isn't that kind of a lot of movies how it is? It's like the guy does real good and he's just kind of going and he messes up in one way or another.
Yeah,
like pretty much.
I think there's a talk by Kurt Vonnegut and I've seen it on YouTube. I think it's Kurt Vonnegut. He's like teaching a class. You know who Kurt Vonnegut is?
Yeah.
He's teaching some class. Like he's just guest teaching in some class, which is pretty awesome. But he's talking about like there's 4 plot lines and they're all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
but that's
7.
one of them. You have nothing and then you get everything.
Yeah, okay, and then you kind of abuse it.
And then there's you have nothing, you get everything, you lose everything, and then you get everything back. He's just got these. Yeah. It's like I forget them all, but
makes sense.
They're common storylines.
Yeah, and they must be kind of. I mean, they must be right based on real life, like scenarios that you go through in life.
I think it's why there's things lessons. Like comeback story, Cinderella story, comeback kid. I mean, those things really exist.
Underdog story.
Yeah.
Triumphant. Yeah. That's how. Nonetheless, if you're in the mood to support, and between your movie watching escapades, is that the correct word? Escapades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't recommend it. I recommend you read.
Yeah.
But whatever. Read. Training Day, maybe we'll get you there.
Sure. That was a good one, I thought. Anyway, nonetheless, Origin Main.
Isn't it weird that like Training Day is this movie that how much does it cost to make Training Day?
I don't know.
$50 million, and like you can go to the library and get Stalingrad the book.
Yeah.
For nothing, literally nothing.
Yeah.
Or you can buy it. You can buy it on Amazon for. I think this book costs like $1.
Yeah.
Because it's used.
$1.
So, but it's just kind of a strange dichotomy there.
It's interesting for sure, and obviously we can go into why.
And which one is better for you? I'm going to go ahead and say that Stalingrad's better for you than Training Day.
Well, it depends on what you get out of it. You know how people
have been asking me, how do you read to get the most out of it?
Yeah.
Out of a book.
How do you?
Well, I read it. While I'm reading it, I highlight it. Oh yeah, Jordan B. Peterson. I was watching something the other day. Don't highlight anything.
Yeah.
I have a major disagreement with Jordan B. Peterson on not highlighting. Mm-hmm. I'm highlighting fool. But anyway, so I go through, I highlight what hits me, and then I go back and reread it, and then I have the red pen to circle the important, important.
That's
things.
What I do too. Yeah. On the Kindle, you can choose your color of highlighter. So the yellow is general highlighting, and then the orange.
Yeah,
that's the good one. Nonetheless, all right. Well, how about this? We'll talk about some jiu-jitsu gis. Because people ask me, what gi should I get? You get Origin gis. That's it. Made in America, from the threads, from the cotton. As I always say, as we all know, made in America.
Dirt to the shirt.
Dirt to the shirt. Have you said that before?
Field to finish. No, I just was up there. I was just up at the factory with Pete.
Oh, yeah. I caught the Facebook Live.
I got it on my head, on my mind.
Dirt to the shirt. Is that Pete's line? Dirt to shirt?
I think it might be just like, it might be Pete. Dirt to shirt.
Might be.
Field to finish.
Hands in daylight.
Yeah.
But yeah, make some good stuff, especially geese. Made in America, like I said. Good. In jiu-jitsu, I have a few gis. I don't use any of them except the Origin ones. Go to originmain.com. That's where you can get your gi for jiu-jitsu. They also have rash guards, compression gear, right? And that's for jiu-jitsu, I think, primarily. But you can use it for other stuff, of course.
Yeah, indeed.
Big time. Also, Jocko has some supplements. Good supplements. Krill oil. I was talking to kid's name is Josh from Virginia Tech at training. Seen him a couple times there, and I think he was here for a few weeks or whatever training. And so we talk about something. He's young. He's 21, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I take fish oil." I was like, "Dang, that's good." I mean, krill oil is better than fish oil. I know this because I told you why already. My wife's dad told me all the benefits. Blah blah blah. Nonetheless, but. He's taking joint supplements at 21. He said, no, I don't have problems with my joints, but I just want to maintain this joint situation as I get older. I was like, bro, you're way ahead of me, son. So I gave him some of your joint warfare.
Yeah, that's good. Pete from Origin, he needs joint warfare. He can feel it dissipate in the day, and like when I was with him, he'd be at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He's like, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take some joint warfare.
So he's at he's at the threshold.
Yeah, he's at the threshold.
He's like that.
He
kind.
needs it.
Yeah.
It's and that's actually it's interesting because you can see what's selling, and what's cool is you can see joint warfare krill oil, like what's awesome about it is it's the repeat customers of people that order it, then they order it again, and then they order it again.
Yeah.
Because you don't order it if you're not feeling it.
Yeah, that's how I am with the krill oil.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like if you, like I'll forget and I'll be like, oh, I'll take it later.
I don't forget.
And I know, you're disciplined.
Don't you have a morning routine or whatever?
See, and that's the thing.
It doesn't include just wake up, boom, boom, boom. For me, medicine cabinet open. All my stuff is right there.
No, and not to go too deep into my routine, but during the week, it's wake up, and then there's like my daughter's 4.5. She has school, so there's that situation going on.
This does not interfere with you getting up and taking some pills before you brush your teeth.
Kind of not. See, that's the thing. The routine doesn't allow for me to take them before I brush my teeth. It's part. It's the routine, man. It's the routine.
Put it in the routine, because for me, you gotta take the pills before you brush your teeth, because when you brush your teeth, you got the strong mint in there, and it makes the water like too cold in your teeth.
Yeah, see, and I like that. I think it's more refreshing.
Oh, see, maybe I need to harden up a little bit.
Maybe.
Check.
Probably. Nonetheless, sometimes I forget 3, 4, and if you forget for like 4 days, and you're still working out or whatever, you'll feel it. I will feel it. So same thing. Krill oil, I need it.
Yeah.
I had Leif, actually Jenna brought me krill oil in New York because I forgot mine. And I was like, bro, that's okay. And I don't want to ask for it.
Level 7 panic mode.
I forgot my krill oil. Bring me some.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to do that, but bro, it was important.
Yeah. Level 7 panic mode.
Yeah. Nonetheless, krill oil. Back to krill oil. Jocko has krill oil. Super krill oil. It's super krill. It's not normal krill. It's super. And there's many reasons for that. You can find out on the website originmain.com if you want to know those exact reasons. Also, joint warfare. That's for your joints. Maintain your body structure while you're working out.
Good call.
Because it does dissipate. I didn't want to use the word dissipate, but what do you call it? Degenerate.
Sure.
After time, when you go hard in the paint,
mm-hmm.
It does. Nonetheless, like I said, they got compression gear, gis, rash guards, some other stuff, hoodies, which may or may not be the most comfortable hoodies and pants. By the way, the sweatpants,
joggers apparently. They're
joggers, yeah. So the other day, I'm like, okay, I'm exporting some special effect that I did. So I'm like, shoot, when you export, it's like, you can't really use that program, you can export. I mean, it's a long story, but so I'm like, okay, I'm off my computer for, it's going to take like 10 minutes, a big effect. So I lay on the couch and I have the whole Origin outfit on for whatever reason, just kind of happened to. I lay on the couch and I'm like, dang, I don't think I've felt this comfortable in a long time. But it was everything.
And this is that's pretty bold statement, because you are a very experienced level of comfort.
Comfort seeker, yes, 100%. Yeah, so, and I evaluate.
You evaluate various comfort levels.
Yes.
This was high.
Could have very well been one of the highest. I get it. It was everything. It was the couch. It was the time of day. It was the fact that I usually don't lay around.
When I lived with one of my SEAL buddies for many years, we were kind of just young, dumb frogmen. We had this yellow couch that was like 14 feet long, and it was
that's kind of dope.
It was like maybe 5 feet deep.
Dang, it was like a bed couch.
No, realistically, it was like 5 feet deep. When you threw the back cushions off, it was 5 feet deep, and it was probably 12 feet long.
And where was this?
In our apartment.
In your apartment?
Yeah, it was gold.
Dang,
it was gold felt.
Yeah.
But we got it from some shop.
But that's the kind you have in like a lounge.
We paid
or something.
$8 for it or something.
We had one like that at UH in the football lounge.
Yeah,
it was like it wasn't
the most comfortable couch.
Awesome,
you know that couch you were looking at tonight in my house. You're like, oh, that's a nice couch. That couch out there, all nice.
Yeah,
doesn't even come close to the comfort of the old gold couch.
Yeah, it's
that
weird.
Thing was the deal.
Yeah, it's weird how like ugly like couches will be the most functionally comfortable. We had this one my wife forced us to give away. And because it was outside, it got phased out slowly. Mm-hmm. You know how you get a new couch and you're like, okay, what do we do there? Well, I'm not going to give it away.
No.
Because it's too comfortable and we've had it for so long and it's like in good shape. Oh, and then we get another couch for the for the side there. Oh, what do we do with this? So it ends up outside. And you're like, can't have a couch outside. It's like, it's kind of, doesn't look good, blah, blah, blah. Gave it away. But it was the most comfortable couch I think now the new one's more comfortable. I don't know what I'm talking about. Nonetheless, back to Origin. Go to originmain.com. That's it. That's where you get it.
And you can get the discipline there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The discipline drink.
Big time. The pre-workout. The pre-mission. Yeah. I shouldn't say it. To me, I take it before I work out.
See, I don't. I take it before I jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Or I take it before I have to do a podcast. Or I take it before I have to do like a speaking event where I need to. My brain has to be firing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you take it before bed? I mean, I know it has a little bit of caffeine, but like
I have, and I think you can't. I don't think I'd strongly recommend it, especially if you're caffeine sensitive like I am.
Yeah,
I'm caffeine sensitive.
But
if you drink 9 Monster Energy drinks a day, you can drink whatever you want from Jocko white tea because there's a lot less caffeine.
Well, you figure the discipline.
Actually, so a lot of people, a lot of people hit me have used Jocko white tea to wean off of full strength coffee.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they don't want to be on that coffee, but there's enough caffeine. They need a little something to wean off. It's like methadone. Getting off heroin. So you might want to try that. If you don't have the Jocko white tea, you won't have coffee breath anymore.
Yeah.
Because no one likes that.
Yeah, it's probably not like methadone. But since the pre-workout, pre-mission has cognitive enhancers, you figure, when you sleep, that's like the best part of your brain recover, or best time for your brain to recover. Maybe that's a little something. I don't recommend it because, like I said, but you never know. Could be something.
I wouldn't drink it before I go to bed.
Maybe when you wake up.
Yeah, but I don't drink it when I wake up. I'll drink it because I don't drink any kind of pre-workout before I work out, before I lift weights, before I do a Metcon. I don't. Yeah. Maybe I should. I don't know.
And you're not into caffeine.
One of the reasons is because I don't like having anything in my stomach when I'm working out.
Yeah, but those pre-workouts is like...
Yeah, I know. It's not really anything, right?
No,
it's just it's like water.
Like water, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah, try it. Tell me. Report back, please.
Okay, will do. Yes, sir.
Also, speaking of working out, I get my kettlebells from onnit.com/Jocko. This is where you get them. Kettlebells, the designer one. You don't have to get the designer ones. I know I always say the designer ones. Get the designer ones. And I'm still saying it. Mm-hmm. Oh, big time. So you don't have to. Like, you want to get the normal ones, get the normal ones. But nonetheless, on it, they have other cool workout stuff. You want your workout to be creative. I'm telling you, like, the mace, right?
Yeah.
You have one of those?
I do.
Yeah, you ever done like a workout with a mace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I incorporate them. My name I've got 2 mace exercises, but one of them is called because I have notes in my notebook on what my workout. Sure. And I have like Barbarian Smash.
That's the workout?
And then, no. That's the movement.
Oh, the movement. Okay, I thought you made up that.
And then one's like a battle axe swing.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
you can do those with the mace.
Yeah. And
the mace is heavy though.
Well,
my mace is 20 pounds.
Yeah, that's heavy for
it's
for
heavy.
Mace. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
and you
heavy.
think it's heavy? 20 pounds. That's
how much does a baseball bat weigh?
I don't know. A
couple pounds.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And then you can put.
2.
I saw a 16-ounce weight the other day for the end of your bat when you're getting warmed up. Right. A mace is 20 pounds.
Yeah,
it's really heavy.
And to me,
you got to be careful. Actually.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
because
you gotta be careful.
You don't expect that much weight on a mace with that weird. Because a 20-pound dumbbell, you think,
that's a joke.
20, but that's not even part of the workout. I don't even warm up with 20 pounds in any exercise kind of attitude. And then you're like, so 20 pounds is so light. Then you pick up that mace and you're like, this is like the heaviest stick I've ever held for sure in stick form. Yeah. Nonetheless, that's where you get them. There's other stuff too. It's really cool. So go onnit.com/Jocko and check it out. Get something. Also, subscribe to the podcast, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere where they broadcast podcasts. Podcasts? Yeah. Spotify too, confirmed. Boom. Do it. Also, YouTube. If you want the video version of this podcast, if you want to see what Jocko looks like, you're into that kind of stuff, look on YouTube. Also have excerpts on there. Actually, someone emailed me and said, just for the excerpts, said, hey, thanks for putting excerpts on there.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool to be like, yeah, just, hey, this is cool. So obviously it's a good thing. There are excerpts on there. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Because sometimes the podcast goes a little long.
Yeah.
Especially this section.
No, I think your 2 hours of reading, that's
reading some random World War II book.
Nonetheless, YouTube, some value there. I think if you watch certain people, they put it.
I'm gonna
up
do
in their
YouTube live some point.
Yeah, on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Jocko
there you
Podcast.
go. Boom, even more value.
It'll send you an alert, right?
I think so. Yeah, if you're subscribed. Yeah, if you allow the alert and you're subscribed, yeah, you can.
Yeah,
it's good. Nonetheless, YouTube, good way to support. Also, Jocko has a store. It's called Jocko Store. JockoStore.com. That's where you can get all the cool shirts. They're cool. I think they're cool. All the shirts. Discipline equals freedom. Get after it. There's even the shirt that Jocko wears every single day in his life, the Victory MMA shirt. It's available. You can get it. You can get it. Also, rash guards on there. Some cool stuff. Women's stuff on there. Hoodies, patches, hats. You know what? I'm going to make this commitment right now. I'm going to put something new every single... I don't know. What?
You're not very committal.
I'm like quasi-committed. I don't know. Every month I'll put something new.
Can people email you to tell you what they want?
No. Actually, yes. Actually, I like that.
Or maybe hit you email. Up on social media.
Email. Yeah, email through the store or Twitter or whatever. But yeah, we do. Everyone does, for sure.
A lot of stuff is suggestions.
Actually, a lot of stuff that's already on there. Yeah, exactly right.
Heavier duty sweatshirts. Yes. Hats.
Yep.
Beanies?
Beanies, they're on the way.
Yes.
But yeah, they're in the pipe for sure, 100%.
Yeah, that's a suggestion.
Yeah. These are all suggestions from the field.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I take suggestions big time. I pull the trigger on the ones that have the most suggestions. Mm-hmm. So sometimes I understand, if you're like, hey, I made a suggestion and I still haven't seen it. What if I made the suggestion? You're in the field too and I dig it, but if you're the only one, sorry, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, I got no pull over here.
Yeah, you got a little pull. Not that much, though. Nonetheless. Anyway, JockoStore.com. That's the place. Also, Psychological Warfare. If you don't know what that is, here's what it is. It's an album that you can buy on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play, anywhere where you can buy MP3 downloads. It's an album that you can buy with tracks, Jocko tracks. And this is what it's for. It's not music. It's not Jocko singing or playing guitar. What else do you play?
Ukulele now.
Yeah, ukulele.
Got that uke.
Yeah, the uke. Okay. So Jocko's not playing that. He's speaking to you, pragmatic. He's giving us pragmatic advice on why or how, I would say how to overcome certain points of weakness in our campaigns against weakness. That's what it is. So, you want to skip the workout, you want to cheat on the diet, or you're compelled to one day because you're feeling, I don't know, tired. If you run into little speed bumps in your campaign, listen to this. There's a track for everything. Trust me. Just look at it.
What if instead of somebody wanting to watch Training Day, they want to read one of these books? Where could they get them, and what's the best way to shop for them while supporting this podcast?
Glad you asked. I got the solution right now. This is what I did. If you didn't know already, here's what I did. Go to JockoPodcast.com. JockoPodcast.com, not the store. It's the podcast website. I organized all the books by episode in a section called Books from the Podcast. Click through there. Actually, that's a good way to support too. Takes you to Amazon Prime. Get the book in like 2 days. Boom.
And it supports the podcast.
Big time. Good
way
to support.
What if you buy other things?
Whatever you like, man. Lawnmowers, duct tape. What else? Rubber duckies if you have kids.
You know what else you can get on Amazon.com is you can get Jocko white tea.
That's true.
When you get it, also order yourself some new weights, because upon drinking Jocko white tea, you will be able to deadlift 8,000 pounds.
Sure.
Certified.
You got some new weights, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
All right, we'll leave it at that. It's all good. It's all good.
It happens. You can also get some books from, that I've kind of put together. One of them is called Way of the Warrior Kid. That book teaches kids to do the right things in their lives: study, read, work out, eat clean, help others, work hard. Get tons of feedback on that book because it helps kids. They relate to it. Yeah. Speaking of related to it, there's a little warrior kid out there, 12 years old. His name is Aiden.
Dig it.
He reached out to me. He makes soap from goat milk. Did you hear this story?
Yes.
Makes soap.
I didn't hear the whole story.
Okay, he makes soap from goat milk. You know why he makes soap from goat milk? You can't do anything with goat milk in California. You can't sell it to someone because it's not edible or whatever. They have laws. Laws are in place, right? The regs are in place. What do you do with goat milk then? He didn't know what to do with it. And then he figured out, I'll make soap. And then he wanted to make good soap. And so he said, hey, can I make some Jocko soap? And I was like, yeah, dude, you're 12 years old. Get after it. And he did.
Yeah.
IrishOaksRanch.com. You
Put a
can
link
order
on the
yourself.
website, too.
You can order yours. Oh, it's on the link on the website.
Yeah, front page.
So you can support a young warrior kid, 12 years old, business owner. So legit.
Way ahead of me.
Discipline Equals Freedom Field Manual. That's also about getting stronger, smarter, faster, healthier, and better. The audio version of that is not on Audible. It's on iTunes, Amazon Music, Google Play. It's an album with tracks, by the way.
Sure.
Actually, it's 2 albums with tracks. On top of that, we got Extreme Ownership, the book written by myself and my brother, Leif Babin. It's about combat leadership. That's what it's about. And if you want to learn how to lead, you can check out that book. Also, if your business team or your organization needs a little extra help, you can utilize our leadership consulting company called Echelon Front. You hear a lot of talk tonight about the rear echelon. That's why we named Echelon Front, Echelon Front. The rear echelon are the people in the rear. The front echelon is the people in the front lines. That's why we named the organization Echelon Front, because there's a lot of people that talk about leadership, but they're talking about it from the rear echelon, from the back. We're talking about it from the front. Our experiences on the front lines. We solve problems, whatever problems, through leadership. So that's our company. Echelon Front. It's me, Leif Babin, JP Donnell, Dave Burke. You can email info@echelonfront.com or the website. You can check it out if you want to. And finally, if you haven't heard yet, The Muster, Washington, D.C., May 17th and 18th. San Francisco, October 17th and 18th. We've had 4 of them in the past 2 years, actually like the last year and a half. They all sold out. This one's going to sell out too. It is a leadership conference where we drill down on how to lead. We give leadership tools, tactics, strategies that will allow you to lead and win. Echelon Front. That's our event. You can register for it. ExtremeOwnership.com. And if you want to continue talking with us, or you have questions, or if you have answers, if you want to tell me a mistake that I made in the podcast tonight, which I'm sure I did, or you have comments you want to make as to what we do here, you can find us on the interwebs, on Twitter, on Instagram, and on the Facebook. Echo is Echo Charles, and I am at Jocko Willink.